I want to share with you ideas which I was doing by myself, which allowed me to travel different countries, travel the world and see different cultures, see our amazing world and do my beloved job. And in a free time I could explore, have fun, try different things like surfing, travel in different like parks, see exotic animals, try different cuisine, so many things which I love to do the most. Basically, when I just started, I worked as a freelancer and I did interior design. And when I learned that I can do interior design for people all over the world, it's possible. I was super excited and I started to do it right away. So basically, as an international freelancer, you can start to do almost any kind of job. There are so many options. For example, I was working as an interior designer, but I have skills, for example, do some graphic design. I could use my skills on a translation. I could make a little bit like a video editing. Yes, I'm not that expert as my husband Engen, but actually I have some skills which I'm using for my YouTube channel, and I could do it for some bloggers as well. For example, I could make Instagram management or YouTube management. So there are so many possibilities when you have a skills, and it's not always you need to have a skill which you learned for many years. As I studied interior design, architecture, but sometimes you can gain skills in 1 month, in 2 months, and start to help people. I was working on a platform called Upwork. There exist much more, but you can check out Upwork and see what kind of works it has. You will be surprised. Almost any person in the world can find what they can do as an international freelancer. And when you will find out what the skill, I can recommend you to take a look on my book which I created. So basically through this book I'm showing you step by step what you're gonna do to start your international freelance business. So you can check out in comments down below the book. That was the most work which I was doing as a freelancer, and then I realized that I'm getting ready to share my experience. I was very excited because I realized that how much freedom I gain by doing this job. I made my the biggest dream come true. I started to travel the world, and I was not coming back first time for 2.5 years almost to my country, so I was able to not just survive, I was able to live normal life, explore and enjoy being in different parts of our world, collaborate with the different people. And I realized that I want to share this experience. I want to show people the way, and I want to show you that you can do that. So that moment I realized that I would like to create some online course for people who is dreaming about that and also looking for ways how to do that. So basically the second way of making money, you can share your skill. It can be anything, and basically guys, the thing is that most of people thinking that they have nothing to teach people, but it's the most common mistake. Basically almost every person has something what to share with others. We just underestimate our skills. Sometimes we're perfectionists and we think no, we can do more and more and more, and then we will be ready. But basically, for example, if for 2 years you're doing something, maybe you're cooking, maybe you like to read some interesting books, so something very natural for you, and you think it's something very simple, actually somebody can need it so much, your skill, and you can share it with others. So for example, you feel like oh, it's something boring, I'm reading some books, but you get inspiration from these books, and some people need recommendation from you, for example, like what kind of books to read. You can make some cooking classes, something fast. For example, I like to do a lot of things, and I don't like to cook some complicated dishes. But I like tasty food, so I would be happy to learn something how to cook fast and delicious and healthy. and you can create your book, your course on that, and it will be very interesting. So this is like the second way. And I was creating also my course on freelancing. I got some students, and I was very happy to learn that some people were able to succeed on that, and they are enjoying their freedom as well. So the third way of making money when you are all around the world, you can start your YouTube channel. If you will start your YouTube channel, you can monetize it in the way by Google Ads. As you might know, you can, when you're watching the video, time to time before video start, in the middle, in the end, you can see some advertisement, right? So that YouTube shows you. So basically, you can get some monetization from these Google Ads, and it will be depending on your views. As much views you have, then more money you make. The second way to make money, you can collaborate with some companies, and it's also can help you to monetize your channel by mentioning some platforms, which I just will recommend you to collaborate with those which you really passionate about and you believe in them. And the third way to monetize your YouTube channel, you can lead people to your another, for example, profession. For example, I'm a interior designer, right? And I could lead, for example, my audience, make some content related more to my profession, and then invite people to order an interior design project. So it would be the third way of monetization of my YouTube channel. I wanted to make this video so much because I feel with these online opportunities freedom. I feel real freedom because it's something the most important for me. And right now I'm in Austria. You know that the situation in Ukraine happened, that I can get back to my country, to Ukraine, to my motherland, which I didn't expect. But also I don't have that much stress as many people has. Because I know that what I can do, because I already have a job online and I know where I can use my skills. Or for example, if I don't have enough skills, I know that I can learn them and I can use them. So this is, I think, very important and very cool, not just to feel a freedom, you know, to not wake up early or to not follow your boss. But I think our world is so much unstable now. Some financial crisis happens in different countries. Some things are going on, and I really believe that these online options can give you freedom and you can enjoy your life no matter what. If this video was useful, I would be happy if you will push the like button. You can subscribe. You can share this video with your friends if somebody needs some ideas for online job. And see you in the next one. Bye bye.